Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I thought I'd come on and do a quick reading. I've just wrapped up my readings for the day and I've got some decks out here. And it's quite interesting how they're kind of, they're reading a story if I just kind of pull one from each deck. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see I've got the channel of love cards here as well. And I thought I'd come on and maybe with some Christmas messages. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these first. And then I won't touch them. I will know when to stop. We're going to stop there. Okay. I've got the Everyday Tarot. Just make sure they're up the right way. I've got the Divine Feminine cards. They were bringing up really interesting messages when I was doing it just now. I thought, okay, we'll have a little bit of Christmas fun. Let's get some Christmas messages through. Archangel Oracle cards. Oh, okay, there's one reversed in here. I can see you. Should we have a peek? Spiritual understanding. Okay, that's just come up in a reading that I've done. So, the Rider-Waite. And then I've got affirmators. What I was doing, I was starting with the Everyday Tarot and then ending on the affirmators and then pulling the Channel of Love card. So I think there might be 22 messages, seeing as there's 22 major arcanas now. Let's see what they are. 22 messages. 11. Okay. It should keep it nice and sweet. Short and sweet. Some sweet messages coming through. Okay, we're good to go. I'm going to have a look first. It's easier for me then just to get one message together. Oh, okay. This is the Divine Masculine. So yeah, if you have a look at the arrows, okay, this is about the Divine Feminine. He knows the Divine Feminine will take the lead, okay, like she's the warrior. Look at the 11 here. He's okay with that. He understands it's like a career transition for him. So you have these arrows here, and it took me to, it's Diana, and it's the Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. It's your words. He understands it's a communication that you bring. Look at the arrows that she's holding here. Okay, well, it's a career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So the feminine really being able to communicate clearly in her, it's like in her own inner masculine strength. Spiritual union here. It's like he takes the feminine's cup. Feels a bit of a role reversal here, but it's an acceptance because we've got no judgments. I release myself from any or all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Yeah, I feel the masculines would hire a girl. So this could be conflict maybe with other masculines, not seeing the power within a feminine. Maybe they haven't met a divine feminine. So definitely. This is a masculine here who's setting himself free from this judgment that, you know, men should be in power. Men should be in control. Okay. Next message. It's about the feminine being the provider here and the masculine being able to take that from her, allowing her to be in her power and to It's through communication that she finds this. This is her mother tongue. So this is where it's the queen of the wilderness. This is where it's natural for her to be a natural born leader without a masculine trying to hold her back. Okay. Wow, Divine Feminines. These are different messages to what I was receiving. But, oh, we've got two. This is the Divine Feminine being in her High Priestess, being courageous, spreading her wings. Look, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You can see the Divine Feminine working on her craft. With the High Priestess, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Look at the third eye here, open. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. And the Divine Feminine are most definitely soaring here. Look, like an angel. Balanced. For those balanced and know if they're balanced, if they're taking on this energy, they're embracing their Divine Masculine within. Reconciliation. Temperance, blending the masculine feminine energy together, having that right balance. Then we have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. It's unconditional love. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Oh, I feel here as if this is a gift that the Divine Feminine is giving to the Divine Masculine. He doesn't want to be that one that kind of if he stops the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Because we've got the Courage card next. No one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. So I feel this is the Divine Masculine very much coming around. Let's look what the Channel of Love card was. Divine Feminine. Okay. I feel as if maybe he's feeling timid like a mouse now. Oh, that's a little rabbit with a hippo. Okay. Next card. We're the Magician, and he's pointing to the Divine Feminine's card, which is the Morning Star. Remember who you are. The masculine needing to be spiritually strong. Definitely to let go of his ego. I've already seen the word ego here. Let's look at the affirmator. Oh, we've got two again. No, we haven't. We've got three. We'll get to them in a minute. The Magician. So he's directing something here to the feet of the Divine Feminine. Queen Esther, the Morning Star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. We've got divine timing here. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. The Divine Feminine here has embraced her ego. Okay? It's the dark side of her. The masculine here I feel he's needing to be spiritually strong to do the same. He's looking at how the Divine Feminine has evolved. And that she's patient, which will come in with temperance. Patience. Divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. So not letting fear get in the way, which is all the ego is. Hi. All right? You look like you've been crying. Beauty. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful, and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. Wow, the Divine Feminine here is just... there's no masks. The Morning Star. We've got joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. I feel like she's just a star. A rising star, bursting star. She's popping. Okay. She sees her own worth. The Divine Feminine here sees her own worth. Let's look at the Channel of Love card. The blending again, temperance. Okay. Next message. Knight of Cups. Where's he off to? He's going towards the Divine Feminine. Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. I'm not going to go up there, sweetheart. Gifts from God. Wow, all being delivered to the Divine Feminine. Is that where you're off to? Where are you off to, eagerly? I'm going to try and show you. Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Don't block it out. Okay. Let's see what the affirmator, because there's a masculine energy here. If it's a gift from God, I believe he's protecting it now. It's Isis, the goddess of magic. It's like she's brought Osiris back to life, her divine masculine. And I want to say through this sexual energy. Authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it, doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it, because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. I feel the masculine here is really going to be defending this connection, protecting it. He wants to be authentic, and he's going to speak about it. A clean slate, the Fool. You're very unsettled, Lily. It's like she's seeking for comfort, but she can't find it. Okay. What's next? Destiny. The arrow's pointing this way. The poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the woman in my life fiercely. Oh, sorry, I love the women in my life fiercely. Well, that's a Divine Feminine there, look. I've been sharing videos of feminines playing the harps. How beautiful. Just loving the divine feminine's essence here. That's the way forward. Is to love the divine feminine. It's going in the right direction, guys. Crystal clear intentions. Is be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Masculines here, craving for their own personal divine feminine. Balancing out that connection now. Okay. And I love the women in my life fiercely, and I believe the divine masculine loves the woman within the divine feminine fiercely. Let's see what the affirmative is. Options. As I open to the abundant possibility of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest, without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Oh, we've got two here. I feel that the divine feminine is a very, I don't want to say a strange option, but it's definitely different when you've set your intentions on, you know, wanting this type of connection. Oh, darling, your eyes look, it looks like she has an allergy. You look like you've been crying. Okay. Spontaneity. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest calibre? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space-time and after-hours hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. There's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. It's a bonus card, crystal clear intentions on what the divine masculine wants. It's all pointing towards the divine feminine here. It's like she's poetry to him. Or maybe it's the karaoke voice. Maybe it's her singing. She's got a harp there. It's like an angelic kind of call. Okay. Let's look what the Channel of Love cards would like to say. If I can see it. Oh, it's knowing without knowing. So the divine masculine does. Look, it's still in pencil. It's faint, but he knows. He's not sure how he knows, but he knows that he's worthy of a divine feminine. And that's the direction he's going in. Next message. Okay. Doesn't look bad. It's right, we left it in the past. It's like this heartache was a golden opportunity. Our Lady of the Hermits. Of course. Heartache, heartbreak, into the dark night of the soul. Okay. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Without it, there couldn't have been the transformation. You need the contrast. It lets you know what you don't want, which in return will let you know what you do want. But it'll take the hermit stage to get there. Let's find out what the archangels want to say. Prosperity. Okay, this is like the cornucopia, the abundance. That was the way to the abundance. Through the heartache, through the dark night of the soul, you emerge into prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Harvest time. This is where the divine masculine's been. Okay. And I was going to say here, it's when you kind of get a bit sick of yourself, not producing anything. You're at a stalemate. Okay. you kind of really, you change that around. Let's look what the affirmator is. Gentleness. Yeah, you turn that around, you lose the anger, you give up the fight. You stop fighting. I speak with gentleness, I listen with gentleness, I align with the gentlest part of myself, and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Emerging gentle. Let's have a look at the channel of love. The ego turns to God, handed it over. Our Lady of the Hermits, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Stop the fight. Oh, we've picked up 2. 6 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. I'll show you them. I think I've just put coffee. Okay, let's have a look at this message. It's definitely a feminine here. Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. So I feel this is for the feminines as well. It's like the fight's over. Stop running away. It's a burden. You are where you always. I will always be in love. I have arrived. I am where I will always be. In love. Queen of the Outsiders. So I feel here the Divine Feminines kind of come out of the Hermitage as well. It's definitely a surrender here. Gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. And that is really coming on from what the Divine Masculine is longing for. Gentleness. That's why it's important for the Divine Feminine to stay in this feminine compassion. Was the first story, message. Let's look what the Rider-Waite wants to say. The Devil, stay gentle. It's like don't allow others to affect you. This has been a long journey and quite a lonely one. And we've learned how to balance ourselves and not be affected by codependency. We've learned to be independent. So moving on from codependency for the Divine Feminine. To just remain in this gentle environment. Be that gentle environment. Because I feel the Divine Masculine's not used to this. But he's drawn to it. Okay, the Affirmator. Trust. Yeah, because he needs to trust that you're not like the others. You're a Divine Feminine. But that's what he's kind of thinking you are. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. Okay. It's a big leap here for the Divine Masculine. He's having to have courage. Tradition. A fear of marriage here. Trust him. It's like another go again, okay? Doing things differently. Is this going to be different? Or is it going to be like it has been maybe? Will you just be the same? Or are you the Divine Feminine? And start your new tradition. Start 2020 off now by being gentle. Okay. You've got the Moon, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. The Moon is secrets. This might be why the Divine Feminine needs to stay gentle, okay? Because you might want to step into your strength and honouring your anger by voicing it, okay? Because there's going to be secrets here revealed. There does need to be some discussions. But I feel you're the red lady. So we've got the devil, okay? The devil exists inside of you. And it's not. It's just your dark side, okay? But it could show its face. And I feel that you can speak, okay? You can voice your anger in a gentle way. It's like you can get your point across, okay? But you don't need to be hurtful doing that. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. I've got the postcard from Spirit here. I'm going to pull the first one out. Remember, I did shuffle these to do it and I haven't incorporated them. It says, unlock your magic. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. Gentleness. I said start now. Okay, not saying I'm going to be more gentler in 2020. No, now. The most testing time of the year. Now. Okay, be more gentle with yourself and others. If what our world needs now is gentleness. So there are many windows of opportunity. Reminds me of just the high streets, just window shopping, you know, like shopping for Christmas presents. Okay. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. I think it's going to pay off if you adopt gentleness now. Okay. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember how much work you're willing to put in. We will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life, so just do it. Embrace life, the chaos of it if you need to now, but just do it gently, okay? It's like it's a test, but I imagine you're going to really uplift wherever you go. And it feels like when you're out and about at the house, I don't feel it's like actually, you know, spending time with people like on a one-to-one. I just feel that your energetic energy could really be used out there at the moment. So, you know, people might be barging into you, you know, not looking where they're going, busy on their phones. You'll hear children crying because they really don't want to be out shopping. Parents are kind of like, have all this pent-up energy of stress. And it's just like, just try and lighten the air and don't join them, okay? Like, in that respect. But, okay. So, there's a hello from heaven. We'll carry on with the Rider-Waite for this message. Okay, well, we've got... two. We've got perseverance and power. We've got a masculine here holding a world. I feel like this could be guidance for the masculine energy to adopt the divine feminine here, because there is anger here. I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. So if you don't want to do something, speak up. If it's not your cup of tea, okay, maybe if you're masculine and you don't want to do the shopping, then maybe speak up. Or if you're feminine and don't want to do the shopping. You've got perseverance though. So I do feel like you might not be able to get out of it. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. It's just here. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. You might be huffing and puffing under your breath. It might be coming out. You know, maybe it needs to be said. Maybe some truths do need to be said. Just try not to be hurtful. And understand why everyone is quite stressed, okay? But you can definitely express yourself. You can give voice to what's making you feel angry. It's not an excuse, is it, to behave badly because it's a stressful time of year. You're really going to give your power away to like Christmas for that? No, it's like, let's read the power card. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Wow. Okay, that's quite a strong message for that one. And it says hidden secrets. So, I feel like this is really trying to keep you cool when maybe you're quite stressed out. There could be a lot that might come out as well in the heat of the moment. Hidden secrets. Looks like maybe it's needed. Just try and keep your cool. Hello from heaven. Okay. Stir up some energy and put some plans into action. I was trying to keep a positive spin on this, but it might be a perfect opportunity. Something might blow. Okay, maybe whilst out shopping, something might just be said, and enough's enough anyway. But I feel as if try and spread the light, love and light if we can this Christmas. Let's carry on. The King of Swords. We've got a truthful king here. He's sitting on that kind of cup of love. Okay, let's have a look, see what's going on. We've turned a bit masculine now. The Warrior Saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Yes. Okay, go out with this positive attitude when you go out, okay? Understand that Divine has your car parking space ready for you. You're not going to hit the traffic that you think you're going to hit. The car park is not going to be as busy as what you think it's going to be. There isn't going to be lots of queues, okay, when you go to the shops, okay? They're going to open up a cash register just as you're joining a very long line. Happens to me all the time. It didn't happen to me the other day. I had trouble finding a car parking space and I needed to get to the bank, and it was Saturday and the banks close early and I need to put some money into the bank. And it was... and I was kind of panicking. I'd been driving around. There was awful traffic, and I'd kind of gone out because I didn't really want to go out, but I needed to get to the bank. So it was one of those things that I had to do. And I remember ringing my daughter, and she lives near town, but she had only just woken up because it was Saturday and she was having like a lay-in. It was her day off. And I woke her up and I was just asking whether I could just drop her the money or whether she could just run to the bank for me and just put it in. And just by using the machine. And she said, no, I've just woken up. And then she's trying to give me all these ideas of places to park. And it was like, I've already tried these places. And for me, I'm looking at time thinking, watching time. And I'm just thinking, you know, you can't help me. If you can't really go to the bank for me, then I need to kind of get off the phone, not listen to all these places that you're telling me to park. Although, you know, she was meaning well. So I just kind of stopped. I pulled over, stopped the car, and it was like, okay, what am I going to do? And then I don't know, Divine just kind of told me like a little mini supermarket to go to, and the car park was empty. And the parking was cheaper than I would normally pay anyway. And I got to the bank and it was absolutely fine. By the time I put the money in, they let me out of the bank, so it was all perfect timing. Okay? Don't get yourself flustered. Believe, have faith. And enjoy the experience of how it all syncs up for you with the right mindset. That's hard if you are with people who are complaining and whinging, because you just kind of want to tell them to please be quiet, you know, you're fucking up my manifestation of us having a clear run here. But it works for me all the time, and my children, and we love going out because of the synchronicities. How you'll get a discount here, how the item that you wanted, just by chance, they have one left for you. All perfect. I'm not even going out. I haven't bought one Christmas present yet. And I'm going to go out Christmas Eve and just do it all. I might take you along, who knows? I could record some of it. We'll go out Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve and I'll show you what it's like for me. Perfect. No worries. It's a goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. You get what you expect. If you're not expecting good things or the universe to make this a nice, easy, pleasant experience for you this Christmas, I love it. Absolutely love it. Not being stressed. And if anything does occur, then it occurs for a reason, doesn't it? Maybe you're meant to talk to somebody in the line. Oh, come on. It's like open up your eyes. It's a good chance to get out there to lift the energy. So, talking positively. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Look at this sword here. You just kind of feel the reflection back on it. It's going to come straight back to you. Your thoughts are powerful. Your words are powerful. Breathe. Center yourself. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Pick yourself up on it. Practice it. It's amazing. You just watch it all open up for you. It's seriously. The end of doing things that way, it doesn't get you anywhere. It causes a lot of stress and you're going to cause yourself an early death. Okay, we don't need more people like that on our earth. We want more people that are jolly. I had this when I went to, it was the same day. No, was it the same day? Oh, I wonder if that's why it happened then. Why I had to maybe change my car park. I believe it was the same day. But I took Michael Bublé in the car with me, a CD. And so I was listening to Christmas music quite loud actually in my car and driving into town. And I couldn't find a car parking space. And then I did. And then I had to walk a little bit. But on my walk, and I took some back routes, okay, to walk. On my walk, I heard two men. One went past me singing a Christmas song. I think he was singing, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." And then when I got to the end of the road, I heard another man whistling. I think he was a worker, like in a shop. But I was like kind of down the back streets, and two men I came across, and I was like, oh, look, it's lovely. You know, men have this Christmas spirit. It felt, I put it in the car, then that's what I heard when I was, and I only went to the bank and then back to my car. I'd done a little shopping in the supermarket I was in, but which gave me free parking, which was awesome. So I also got a few bits that I needed to get. And it all worked out fine if you maybe just change the way that you do things. Try a different approach. Gratitude. Today I'm grateful for all of the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for. Like hot showers and music, and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. Yes, I might take you shopping with me. It'll be on the Facebook page. I won't put it on YouTube. It's easier to upload it from my phone when I'm out and about. Maybe I'll take you shopping. Who knows? It depends how I feel. Master Manifester. Okay, just a little tip. How to manifest an experience. The experience that you're wanting to see. You want to hear Christmas caroling in the streets? Then make sure you're playing that type of music. We've all experienced the law of attraction without knowing it. Okay, let's give some examples. You buy a new car. Everyone's got that car. Unless you kind of buy like a... That didn't really happen. Actually, it did happen. When I bought my sports car, I noticed two more in the area. You'll choose your child's name and then everyone calls their kid that name. You know, it's like you, you get something, you think it's quite unique, and then you start seeing it everywhere. You become pregnant, everyone like you see is pregnant. I remember that, buying a pushchair for my first daughter, and then everyone had kind of purchased that pushchair. And, okay, so law of attraction is always in action. Let's get on. How long have we been on for? 40 minutes. So it's taken, I don't know how many more we've got. Do you reckon? I reckon we've done about 11. Do you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got loads to do. Okay. Divine intervention. I've turned it over. Okay, we're going this way now. Divine intervention with justice. The prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. You are the creator. You have the same power. Divine intervention is the tower. Okay, you have the same power as the universe. You are. I am. You have the power to create whatever you want to create. So it's kind of like, stop fucking about, start using it. If you have the power to create that experience, that good experience for you, then start believing that and watching it unfold. Your life will never be the same again. It's the most fascinating life to live. It's never boring. Justice. It's like it's time you get to experience this life. The way that it's meant to be experienced, and that's by you creating it. Life review. Time for a life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. We're unbalanced. As a collective. We're believing that we don't have the power. So we handed it over. Who did we hand it over to? Well, maybe our upbringings, our parents, grandparents, traditions. I think we called it respect. We don't want to hurt anyone by not, doing things the way that they want us to do it. Magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. I can come home every day. If I'm out and about, when I come home, I can come home with so many stories. And if I've got my children with me, they just kind of look at me and go, seriously, did that happen? Yeah. Like magic. Inspiration. It's that little voice inside your head that should be directing you. It's like, who are you choosing to lead you and your life? Who are you choosing to guide you? There's a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper. But the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech, voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone, with lots of applause. In the end, it would just be, you'll just be saying, well done you. Okay. Right. Look at me, I feel like really proud. It's like, well done you for taking that life review. That's a good title. Well done you for taking the life review. I like that. The star. The goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Make that commitment. Either you believe it or you don't. You have to believe all of it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Compassion. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. I feel like this is just about giving up the light. Giving up the light. It could be. I was going to say giving up the fight, but giving up the light. Hand it over. Stop fighting. Stop blocking it. The star energy. It's like if you're committed to this path, then you're committed. It's time to shine. Giving up the light. Is it time to give up the light and go back to the dark, or have you chosen this side? Oh, look. Okay. Decision time. It's like if you're a believer or you're not. The transition. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. So don't use it for anything that you don't want, okay? It's a bonus card. Practice that manifestation. And share your results. Share your stories. Karma. Justice again. Okay. What goes around comes around. Having a look now. Just need to unfold them arms. It's like, could this be true? The goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Could this be true? A holy hell yes. Nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. I've picked up on kind of the way that we were raised. So I think that this is, well, I wasn't told. I was, raised a different way, nurtured a different way. So it's kind of like self-forgiveness now. That, maybe that wasn't the way for you. So there's this kind of going back, I want to say, and maybe nurturing your own inner child. Okay. It's time to experience the opposite of that now. Destiny, the wheel's about to turn. A change in direction here. Ultimate potential now. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. People are changing the way that they view this life, this game of life. Bliss. Just wanting harmony, love. Do we really want to experience this life like stressed out the whole time? I was speaking to, I think it was my daughter, the other day. I think it might have been her, I'm not sure. But I was speaking about really education and about children go to school at 5 and then they're not allowed to leave like now until 18 here. And then it's straight into work, straight into retirement. It's like, give a kid a break. That's what I feel. I'm like, give a kid a break. It's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Okay. That's the journey like we're set up onto. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. Looks like the divine masculine here. Can see that this is a long-term love. So I feel that this is something that he craves. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. It's very much about both counterparts being very gentle with themselves and with each other. Moving on as you move on from challenging times. There are things that need to be wrapped up. It feels like there's only just like this acceptance of, I saw something white on the, like a feather. Getting through this Christmas period calmly. Getting through maybe some tough waters that might come your way. Let's have a look at the affirmator. Positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I am a pretty badass mind gardener. Okay. Feels like it's time to get serious. The awakening of the student. It's about doing the work now. Okay. I feel like I want to get one more row and then just pull a few oracles. No, just end on a Rumi, I think. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to read all of those. Okay, so we're going to end on the final message as a Nine of Cups, which is an independent masculine energy. It's like the divine masculine ready to go because it means that he's found his own satisfaction within. He's ready for the Ten of Cups. So it looks like he's in a good space here. The Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Well, if that doesn't say that, the divine feminine here is ready. She's married to her own soul. The divine masculine here is ready for the Ten of Cups. So to share himself with another. So it looks like he's very complete on his own. He's chosen himself and what he desires. Indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. That's just like the Divine Mother and the Divine Father coming together to help this earth. To water the earth with love. Well, I'm not sure what I felt with him. Let me find out what the affirmator is. Nature. The earth. It's not sure though. It's just like, it's like when he, well, I felt first of all that was like the globe, the earth that he was holding up. He's seeing the abundance. Okay, he's standing in nature here. It's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggy and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humour. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. Wow. Connecting with the Divine Mother, Mother Earth here. Let's see what. Perfect. The Sun card. This is it. This is perfect for the Divine Masculine. Okay. Let's just get this Rumi card and I'm going to get off. Well, they're the collective messages that wanted to come out. I hope they helped. If you have it here, he's just sitting here looking at the perfect. It just feels natural, the natural thing to do, to be. Okay, let's get a roomie. We'll finish off this this reading. Oh, okay, we've got two. Maybe we're not leaving as quickly. Masculine, feminine. That's what I feel. Okay. Well, let's have a look first. Are we going to turn them up the right way? Well, beyond death, life is in reverse. These don't have a reverse meaning, but the other one isn't. And the other one says the lover and the beloved, and that's upright. So I think that the transformation, the spiritual transformation, is near on complete, if not complete, to this point where the lover and the beloved can unite. This was in reverse. Card number 1. And I feel that's because we've got both. The Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I'm married to my own soul with the feminine. And the masculine's at the 9 of Cups. Finding wholeness within. Then being able to share with another. Okay. Realising that you were the one. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known. For what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty and equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. Wow. So let's read this card number 35. I'm not going to read all that message, just that part. I felt that's the divine feminine speaking. The divine mother speaking to the divine masculine. Okay, 35. Let's read all of this. When you move beyond consciousness, you caress the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. It is not enough to love me. I want you to allow me to love you. It is not enough to desire me, to want to be closer to me. I want to reach out to you and grab a hold of you, drawing you into me and never letting you be apart from me again. There is so much for us to experience, you and me, then simply gazing with even love at each other from a distance. Let me take you into my arms. Let me hold you until we cease to know or care where you and I once were, you and I, for instead we will be one. Will you allow it? Will you allow me? Will you allow us to be? O sweet beloved, the divine, the great beloved has a passionate desire for you, to love you, to touch you, to make the divine presence known to you, so that you will cease to fear the darkness, take delight in all of life, and become mesmerised by the beauty of love in its endless emanations. But how we resist love at first. Oh yes, we have been burned before, have we not? Abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, and have suffered at the hands of some unworthy lover. Can this great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush, with the same bitter expectations that keep the heart closed? You are too beautiful to be hidden away behind a bitter and gated heart that is unworthy of you. So then, can you allow the great beloved to reach for you, to receive that sacred touch every day, to be spoken to with words of love, to receive? You who give of yourself, can you recognise the beloved wishes to give to you too? These need not be mutually exclusive happenings. Come now, deep down, you know the genius of the divine is such that in being received, much is given. You shall not be selfish in letting yourself be seen and loved. Allow it, rejoice in it. Take delight in allowing yourself to receive life and let the world soak up the ardent glow of your sensual surrender into the great beloved's embrace. This oracle brings you a message. Something has to change in your physical world. You are in need of more substance, more love, more connection, and more nourishment that touches your body and soul and brings them into deeper oneness with each other, with life and with love. Dare you open up and allow that love in? The great beloved has desired this to be so. Will you heed that holy desire? Will you allow love in? Say yes. If you find this difficult, now is the time to gently, carefully, tend to the walls you have placed between yourself and life. Walls of tentativeness, excessive caution, fear of abandonment and betrayal, doubt of your own lovableness, and doubts based on past pain without substance. You are so much greater than these crumbling walls. They are the stuff that is designed for demolition, not devotion and honouring. Can you begin to unpack the bricks you mistakenly believed were essential for your safety and well-being? You are too vast to see for that small puddle of thought now. The oceanic world of love is your true home, and the sun is beating down upon you. It is too hot to gaze at the ocean longingly from afar, or even stand by its edge. Strip off your layers, run to the ocean and dive in. This oracle brings you special guidance. An offer or opportunity is on its way to you, or has recently been presented. It may be an idea you have been nurturing, or one presented to you by another person. Sit with it. Do you feel exhilaration? Do you feel energy at the thought of saying yes? Then say yes. Allow yourself to receive. There is divine encouragement in taking risks that feel wild and alive to your heart. So, okay, do you feel, let me just say this part again. This oracle brings you special guidance. An offer or opportunity is on its way to you, or has recently been presented. It may be an idea you have been nurturing, or one presented to you by another person. Sit with it. Do you feel exhilaration? Do you feel energy at the thought of saying yes? Then say yes. Allow yourself to receive. There is divine encouragement in taking risks that feel wild and alive in your heart. I don't feel like reading out the sacred honouring ritual, but I feel like showing you that page that you either screenshot it. Don't know, I just feel that there's something you might pick up just by reading it. Okay. Guys, I am on tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Well, that's the plan. Okay. I will see you there. This was just, I just felt like coming on and just doing something different. Okay. Have yourself a fantastic evening, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye for now.